Remember that potential new iPad mini Pro that we talked about? Well, it looks like that's not coming, at least not yet. We were all hopeful that a March event centered around new iPads would happen, and since March obviously came and went, now the attention shifts to April. We talked about what we could expect to see at the event, and one product that had a lot of rumors circulating around it that was new and exciting was this new iPad mini Pro or iPad Pro mini, whatever it is that they might call it, which would have the same form factor and design as the current iPad Pro and iPad Air, but just smaller. Well, yesterday we saw some new leaked iPad dummy units, which are used by case manufacturers to get a head start on making cases or other accessories for upcoming products. And what we saw in those photos were less than ideal. According to this image by Sonny Dixon, the latest dummy versions of all three new iPads, the two iPad Pro models and a smaller iPad mini, look to be nearly identical to what the current generation of iPads look like. Which could mean that the potential iPad mini Pro, or whatever it's going to be called again, with that new form factor is probably not on its way, at least not quite yet. Instead, it looks as if we're going to be close to getting the same old, which means you'll get an iPad mini, which appears to feature the same general design as the previous model, complete with that home button and thick bezels on both the top and the bottom. Although Dixon suggests that the device does look slightly thicker. Apple analyst Ming-Chi Kuo believes Apple will launch a new iPad mini that could measure in at around 8.5 to 9 inches. And Bloomberg's Mark Gurman has similarly said that the next generation iPad mini will have a larger display. However, whether the increased screen will mean a larger iPad mini or a bezel reduction has remained unclear. And it's difficult to tell exactly what size of the dummy you have in these images. And we will be getting these dummy units in hand very, very soon for us to go hands on and check out ourselves. And so we'll do a full video on that. So be sure to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss that video. Now, Japanese site Mac Otakara has claimed that the iPad mini 6 will feature an 8.4-inch display with slimmer bezels and a design similar to the iPad Air 3. But it also claims that the new model will continue to feature the Touch ID home button that we see here and a lightning port, and is therefore not expected to mirror the major design changes that we've seen happen to the iPad Air and once before the iPad Pro. I do believe that Apple will eventually make a mini version of the iPad Pro or Air design, but unfortunately, it doesn't appear to be happening at this moment in time. But I'd love to know your thoughts on all of this based on some of the comments that I've seen from past videos where we talked about this, or when the article came out about these dummy units yesterday. A lot of you seem to be very interested in a product like this, so the demand is clearly there. But again, I would love to know your thoughts right now on this new iPad mini down in the comments below. This has been Dan with MacRumors. Thanks so much for watching, and I hope to see you around in the next video.